Hey, what's up, guys? I'm JC Mounduix. Sitting next to me is my big dumb puppet. This is Big Brother Small World.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my god, the big dumb puppet line.
You knew I was just gonna throw that. I had to.
I got something for you, don't worry.
Guys,
Oh my god.
Faysal is right here, and I'm so happy. I mean, I've been hanging out with him for like 2 days already, but I'm happy he's here with us. What's up, Fessy?
What's up, man? I'm glad to be in LA. You know, the weather's just unbelievable. It just gets you in a good vibe, so yeah, I'm having a good time.
Compared to Orlando. Oh, by the way, Charles is here too.
Oh,
What's
by
up,
the
Charles?
way, I'm JC's current big dumb puppet. It was Fessy doing Big Brother, now it's me on Big Brother Small World. Hey y'all, happy to be here.
Well, okay, so let's get into this. So yeah, like you were saying, the weather in Orlando is really humid. I used to go there to the parks all the time, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's just the thing I tell people about Orlando is it's a nice tourist destination to go to vacation, but when you live there your whole life, I mean, it's kind of the same thing going on over and over again. So I come to LA and it's just everybody's always on the go, always trying to do something, you know, always active, and I like that about this city.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me tell you a little bit about my week, and Faisal's very involved in my week. First of all, well, I'm dealing a little bit with like my wisdom teeth coming out, so I'm dealing with antibiotics, no alcohol life, which is good. And then Faisal showed up, and we've been hanging out around. We went hiking. I took him to the gay district already. He loved it. We hung out with Rachel. We have big plans with Tangela too. And tell me, how do you like the city so far?
Man, I love it. I've been staying in West Hollywood. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but
Confidential information.
By the way, saying West Hollywood, so yeah.
WeHo.
yeah, WeHo.
He's a WeHo guy.
I just realized what WeHo means. But I'm only staying like 2 miles away from JC, so he's been hounding me all the time to come pick him up, go to the gym. So, you know, we went on a hike. I did not expect the hike to be that long. About halfway through, I thought JC was gonna come stumbling down, and I would have to like hurdle him or something.
You are so full of. Oh my god! Actually, I was the one who wanted to keep going, and he was hanging out with his friend.
No. I was trying to check out the scenery, and you just
What
had your
scenery?
LA. I was trying to look at the city.
That was only like bushes around us.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he was the tired one, and I have been at the gym for 2 hours, and I still made it all the way, and he was. Okay, anyways, let's just move. Let's start this. Charles, what do you have for me?
Okay, we're going
us?
to go through like rapid fire news segments, like 2 big things that are happening right now. Big Brother 21 is actually in the process, in the thick of casting. And we know this because Robin Cass, who is the casting director for Big Brother, tweeted 5 days ago, decisions, yes, right there if you're watching on the stream. So that's an indicator that they're in the thick of casting. And then she tweeted yesterday that they're actually not anywhere close to being done with casting. So it's a long process. It's a long process. Obviously, y'all have some direct experience with the casting that went on. So yeah, like if you have auditioned for Big Brother, if you send in a video, you're guaranteed to have your video seen. That's one thing that Robin said. And I'm sure a lot of people on the stream have watched Big Brother and want to be on. But like, I want to ask y'all, what was y'all's experience with the casting process? How long did it take, like from the time you sent in to the time you got the call?
So
He went through it twice.
Yeah, so I originally applied for Survivor, and then this was in 2017. And then they moved me over to Big Brother from Survivor. They're like, oh, we think you'd be, a good fit here. So I was originally going for Big Brother 19, and then last minute I didn't get picked up, whatever. So Big Brother 20 came around, and I had applied and hadn't really heard anything back, and then last minute I got a random call and it was go time. And that's kind of like how the process is, and in this industry, and the casting thing is it can be chaotic at times. You just gotta be ready to go at the dot.
So like how last minute, like a week?
Yeah, I think I was like the last piece to the puzzle, because like I had already booked a flight out of the country, and I hadn't had contact with them for like the past 2 months before I got a call. So I was already moving on. Like obviously the previous year I had got called before that saying, oh, it's looking good, or it's looking like this, but I had no communication. So obviously I was under the impression, like they went with someone else. And then last minute, they're like, we need you. And I was like, all right.
For sure. Yeah. Another show that you have been tweeting about lately was that $1 Million Mile show on CBS. You wanted to be on that show, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because I know a lot of when I found out it was CBS.
Yeah.
I was like, I know they put a lot of people on other CBS shows, and I was like, well, this one is completely athletic,
Yeah.
and the Big Brother competitions probably I would say 10% are athletic. So I was like, now I get a chance to show my athleticism, but
Right.
that was just me, trying to be funny.
Yeah. The $1 Million Mile, if you don't know, it's this show where you race a mile, but you have to go through all of these different obstacles, and it's for like $1 million prize, right? For like for charity.
I was there
and-
at the premiere. It was
Yeah,
it was
you were
intense.
there. So
Yeah.
like it aired on Wednesday, like March 27th or something. But now if you want to watch it, it's on Saturday nights on CBS. But in that same conversation of like casting, you're obviously like a good person for these competition shows. Like if you had one dream reality show to be on, like Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race, or $1 Million Mile, like which one would you do?
Honestly, I'm not too picky, but I would like for it to be a little more physical
Or
orientated.
like the challenge, like MTV's a challenge.
Yeah, but I know, like I would go on
I
Survivor.
totally see you in like Real Housewives or something.
Yeah.
Why not? Just move to LA. You never know what's gonna happen when you move to LA.
Yeah, it just,
Fancy with a wig.
What would your opening line be? What would your opening line be for the Real Housewives intro?
You have to watch us in the Real Housewives.
I'm
Let's just-
nobody's big dumb puppet this time.
I've learned my lesson.
I'm an independent woman.
I'm pulling the strings, right?
Let's start this interview, and I'm so excited. So I divided this interview with us in sections, and I want to start just to get it out of the way because we have to talk about it. We have to talk about Big Brother game. So stop looking at my
ready.
questions.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the game. It's not a secret for anyone that all your fans are my haters. And I don't know if my fans are your haters. I don't really know how that works. Anyways, but my thing is, game aside, I always liked you as a person, and I always knew that outside the house I was gonna be your friend. So yeah, in the house we were competing for $500,000. I did a bunch of stuff. You did a bunch of stuff. Well, you didn't do that much, but it counts. Okay, so so I was almost on the block because of you and your heart for Haley betray you in your game, and I respect your gameplay. Hey, it took you to places, and I realized also that my game was jeopardizing. Even if I liked you and I loved you, that with you I wasn't gonna go anywhere. So,
Well, you didn't really go anywhere.
Hey, I made a top 3, so calm down.
Because, no one really...
Anyways, so what do you have to tell me about the game?
Okay, so obviously, prior to being almost on Big Brother 19 when I applied, I had never seen the show. I've always heard about it, but didn't even know what it was about. So I only watched Big Brother 18 and 19. So going into the house, my game plan was not to try and play, a snake game, even though I know obviously that's what the game is about, lying, manipulating. I just didn't want to do that because one, I didn't want to do something and be portrayed a way that I didn't feel I was. So I wanted to go in there, be myself, because at the end of the day, I knew I could win competitions. And here's the big kicker, which a lot of people don't understand, which I did try to play the game, but one, I met Haley, and then, my mind was all messed up because I was just worried about that. But two, you got to understand this Big Brother game, yes, it's $500,000 on the line, which is a lot of money. But only one person out of 16 people can win that, And I was confident I could win it too. But you got to understand, millions of people are watching you. So how do you want to be portrayed? How do you want to be viewed as to when you get off the show? Obviously, you're going to have fans, haters, your family, whatever. So I didn't want to change who I was as a person going on a reality TV show. However many, 70,000, 100,000 people apply, what's the percentage chance we get on a TV show 3 days a week? So I wanted to be me, and if America liked me, America liked me. If they didn't, they didn't. But I wasn't going to let a reality TV show change who I was as a person. So that was the gist of why I trusted so many people. I trusted you because I tried to be straight up, even though that's not the game.
Yeah.
And people said that was stupid. That's how I am in real life. I try to be straight to the point with people. So I wanted to be that way in the house because that's how I wanted to be portrayed.
No, I respect you a lot, and I respect your decision because we've had this conversation before. I mean, I already know all this. So you told me that that's the way you wanted to play the game, what you wanted to portray on the game, and it actually worked for you because at the end you're in a really good relationship. You're doing amazing in life right now, and I mean, like, that is definitely, like, I'm proud of you. Like, as friends, I really am.
Thank you.
I mean, I made my decisions about, like, playing the game like I wanted, and you did too. I don't
Yeah.
think I actually did that bad, but I wanted. For me, it was, if I made it on the show, I'm gonna go there to play the game. Couldn't care less if people hate me or no. They will forget the hate eventually. So so the other thing I wanted to ask you, I have a lot of questions from fans, and most of them they want to know about the Hailey relationship, and you and Hailey, how is it going? So what's up with that? Enlighten me. Let your fans know what's going on there.
Everything is great with Hailey. I just was with her for 3 weeks, like a week ago. So basically, since the show ended, obviously she still has school in Texas. This is actually her last semester, and then she's done. So it's been 7 months since the show. But with our schedules, we've been able to fit to where even though I'm in Florida, she's in Texas, we haven't spent more than a week apart. So either we go on an appearance, we go on vacation, and then after that appearance or vacation, either I'll go back to Texas or she'll come back to Orlando, stay a week, and then she'll leave. And the best part is, before we leave each other, we'll plan our next trip. And I think that's what's made this so successful, is we know the next time we're going to see each other when we're leaving each other. So, even though it's been, semi-long distance for the past 6 months after the show, she's about to be done within a week. And then, she has the summer free. She has 2 online classes, but besides that, she's done. And then, we get to figure out the next step.
Sweet. So everything is going okay and well with
Great.
Hailey. Because everyone always asks me, are they still together? How's that working?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I
wanted to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I think what it is Hailey's a very private person. She doesn't like to show a lot of stuff on social media or stuff like that, especially with a relationship, because as you know, a lot of people have opinions, and their opinion is based on what they saw on TV, on their couch, on a TV show. Even though it's 100% real, whatever, a lot of things with editing, portray, whatever situations. So their mindset is what they saw on TV, where our relationship isn't what was on TV. Our relationship is real life, day to day, living together, going to the supermarket, going to the gym. So she doesn't like, people doing that. So a lot of people are like, are they still together? Okay. Yeah, we just.
So the plan is going to be moving together eventually when you guys figure out like what's going on.
So my lease is up in a month in Orlando. Hers is up in a couple months, but she's pretty much done with school. So it's just figuring out the next step.
You're here in LA looking for apartments. I'm helping you to see the area. You're welcome.
You haven't done it yet.
Well, I've been busy with you. Anyways, so your fans are also asking me about your future plans, because we know you've been doing really good after Big Brother. Tell me a little bit about your life after Big Brother. I heard you have a lot of fans, older fans, younger fans. Tell me about that.
So basically, you know how Big Brother works is it's 100 days live, and then you get out of the house, they give you your phone back, they're like, good luck. It's not like Bachelor or whatever where you film it, then you come back and you get to watch it and see it unfold. So it's kind of like a slap in the face, like you get all of it at once. And I didn't really watch Big Brother, so I didn't know there was that big of a fan base. So I get out, all these people are like, Fessy, yo, I'm like, wow. And and then it makes you appreciate like all the love you get. And it's like, I tell people all the time online, just because I got picked to be on a TV show doesn't make me different than you. I'm still the same person, still this, but like, you're on such a high viewing platform, on CBS 3 times a week, that people feel like they really get to know you. So I've kind of grown to appreciate that over the past 6 months. And, I try to, reach out to my fans and keep in contact with them as much as I can, because, you're not entitled a fan base. You're not entitled this, that. And then also, from the opportunity of Big Brother, me and Hailey been able to travel the past 6 months. I've probably been home in my apartment in Orlando the past 6 months, maybe
Who's taking care of your dog?
My mom. It's pretty much Cooper is pretty much my mom's dog as much as he's my dog.
Are you gonna bring him to LA, by the way?
I don't know. I might, take him for a month or 2 and then leave him with my mom, because my mom is so attached to Cooper.
Oh well. Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper. I like that name. Anyway, so what are your future plans? What is it? Because I don't know if we're supposed to talk about it, but I hear you're taking acting classes. So maybe we're gonna see you in some soap opera, maybe Telemundo.
Telemundo. Yeah. I actually part of the reason I came out to LA, was having a meeting with JC. And I also have a couple meetings with some production companies for some potential acting work. I had an acting coach I met with yesterday. But it's kind of like, another shot at the dartboard, like given these opportunities, I want to see them all through. And, if you throw as many darts at the dartboard as you can, eventually one of them is going to stick. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm taking the shotgun effect since I've been off the show, not turning any opportunities down. Whereas before the show, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of out of my comfort zone. I really, that I'm just, anything that presents itself, I'm going to pursue because you never know what's going to happen until you do it. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And the next step is try to get out here to LA, focus more on my fitness aspect because since the show ended, I've been traveling so much. I still work out, but it hasn't been, every day so focused. And that's what I was before the show.
And the meals too. Like
yeah, it's hard when you travel,
yeah.
man, because you've been on a plane 6 hours, you get off, you don't want to go eat a salad. You know what I mean?
Dude, when you travel, you literally get out of shape. That's out of the question.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for your fans, I'm gonna let you guys know that Faysal is in love with Hailey. She's in love with him back, hopefully. And and yeah, he has plans and he's coming to LA and you guys are probably gonna be getting a lot of Faysal. Anyways, I have one more question from a fan too. Actually, I guess he's a fan. Tyler from our season.
A guy named Tyler.
A guy named Tyler is asking.
Tyler Crispin?
Yeah, Tyler's Crispin.
Greasy.
Greasy ass. Oh, shoot. Okay, so he's asking me. When Hailey is dancing with you at the club and she drops it low, do you go low with her or do you stay standing up?
All right, I think Tyler already knows the answer to that question.
Oh my God, this is like an inside joke. I need an
like,
explanation. Can you explain this?
When you're so big, you just want to you lean against the wall, Tyler. You already know what you do, and first of all, I just turned 27. If I get down that low, my knees will pop in half. So I'm not going down low. So, but Tyler already knows the answer to that question if you're watching.
If you want to see the full conversation, go to the Instagram Tangela's Journey, and it's like 3 rows down. It's the conversation they're having in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
right
that's
after
like
Angela won
context.
HOH.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Thank you, Tyler, for that riveting question.
For the question.
We'll see you next week.
Anyways, so we already know like your plans, your future, and you and Hailey. Now, my question for you is, we know we are in the process for Big Brother 21, the casting and stuff. Will you get back on the show? Will you do it again?
Whew. Would I get back on Big Brother? I think it'd be hard to be away from Hailey for 100 days. If they did like a little showman's edition or something, that'd be pretty cool. But I would.
Big Brother in Paradise.
No, like.
Like Bachelor in Paradise.
No.
Oh, okay, no.
Like
sorry.
teams or whatever,
Yeah.
But I don't even. Out of everybody from Big Brother 20, I doubt I would be the one. They call back unless unless they just wanted some more entertainment.
Put it out into the universe,
no gameplay.
Fessy.
Maybe they want to see you before making it to the jury house, just to put you there so the other people can like advance.
as a pawn, somebody who like they eliminate. Somebody has to go home first.
Yeah, somebody has to.
That would be you because you're not a physical threat whatsoever. Okay?
You're so funny. Hey, I made it top 3. That helps him sleep at night.
Floating.
Hey, that's a strategy.
It is.
Okay, so do you have any questions for us, Charles? What's going on there?
Okay, I am a Big Brother super fan, and because I'm a Big Brother super fan, I've been following y'all after the show ended, and y'all, Big Brother 20 castmates, like, I feel like y'all are all really close and, like, really good friends, and that means y'all work on different types of projects together, and one thing that I followed, like, during the promotion of it and during the event was the charity event that you and Swaggy were involved in.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I kind of want to understand because like there's so much information out there, but all the information is like from fans.
Yeah.
And it's always really twisted around and you don't get the accurate assessment of what actually happened.
So I think
And
all the negativity behind it is the fans that only saw the outcome. They didn't understand what transpired before and the process of all that. So
okay.
I think what is you just want me to describe everything how it unfolded?
Well, so there was some controversy around it because of like whenever the numbers came out regarding that charity, it came out that like Keven was reimbursed for his travel to Orlando, and then he was given the $500 that came out from the charity. But then the numbers came out that
it was 500, counting the
800 reimbursed for travel.
No,
So, like,
it was 500 in total, right? And then like from there, I don't know. I don't. Anyways, just
it was
your question.
500, and then you reimbursed Keven for travel. But then whenever the numbers came out for like what you and Swaggy received, it was a lot more than that. It was like $2,000. So that's what fans were talking about and like discussing.
Yeah.
And like Swaggy was the one who really put on the event and brought you on board. So you were kind of like sucked into it. But then like you weren't really given the opportunity to give your side of the story, like how you got on board and like what your thoughts are on that whole thing. Like, what do you think about?
Yeah, we never really heard from you. What were your thoughts about it? So this is your opportunity because you have a lot of fans talking about it. So this is your opportunity to talk.
I told most of my big fans the side, but how it happened was me and Swaggy had always talked about playing one-on-one. So then he had an idea, let's make it a meet and greet pay-per-view. So I was like, the only thing is, me and Haley are going to be traveling, for the next couple months. So, like, I don't have the time to organize it, do the logistics. He's like, don't worry. I got it. I'm on top. I was like, all right, so I'll help advertise, whatever. So that was my role in it. What happened was Keven wasn't involved at first. It was just supposed to be a meet and greet. And that's what people didn't understand. Swaggy had the idea to get Keven on board, raise awareness, and then give him a portion of the money. What happened was after the event, we all went our separate ways, and I didn't know anything about the logistics. That was ran separately. So I got a random check in the mail. I didn't know the amount, and when I got my check, I didn't know the amount that Keven got. It's not like I knew I was taking X amount knowing Keven got that. The only time I found out how Keven got that money was when I saw everything on Twitter. So I think where the miscommunication comes from was when the event was planned, they didn't know that there was cost for this, because it takes a lot to put on an event. So I honestly believe nothing was done maliciously. Like I said, everything, I just showed up to the event, advertised. I don't know anything about logistics. But knowing Swaggy, I know, he's a personality in that, but I don't think anything was done maliciously. I think it was, it was just miscommunication. There was expenses for gym, chairs, this, that. And then, it was miscommunication with Keven, and it was just a big mess. So I think it could have all been avoided with good communication.
I spoke about this online, and in this aspect, I have your back 100%. I'm pretty sure Faysal, he wasn't really involved in any of this like money stuff. There's probably some scamming stuff in there, but I'm pretty 100% sure that Faysal, he had nothing to do with this. I was openly talking about that. Just
JC, I mean, like, even before the show, like, we were just talking about like what we could talk to you about, and JC, like, honestly, we're like, I don't, like, he didn't have anything to do with like the disproportionate amount of money that was paid. But like me as a fan, like, y'all all talk to each other and y'all all understand like the Big Brother cast knows what goes on. So like, I'm a fan, I'm only getting the information from Twitter. So like, I just didn't know. So like at the beginning, whenever it was planned, it wasn't intended to be a charity for Keven.
No.
Okay. And
it wasn't until it started getting rolling, and then we were trying to, get more people involved and this, that. So that's how that started. And after all this came out, when Keven Daughters started tweeting and all this, it wasn't my place to tweet and stuff because, I didn't want to say something when I had no information. I didn't know. So I didn't want to tweet and say this is what's going on when I didn't know, and it wasn't my place. But what happened the next day was, I was in the title of the game. It was Swaggy versus Fessy. So people who didn't know what was going on was like, oh, how could Fessy, take $2,000? Keven only got $500. I didn't know until it came out because I wasn't involved in logistics.
Right.
So I don't think it was, oh, let's only give Keven $500. I think, something got mixed up with the numbers, and it was a miscommunication and mess. And I actually talked to Keven after, and Keven was upfront honest with me. He said, look, Fess, it's not about, the money and this, that. It was just, I just wanted to be communicated well. And Keven thought, between those two parties that he wasn't getting, communicated. He was like, "Hey, I just want reimbursement for my flight," and
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure.
like getting blown off.
I'm pretty sure having cancer must be horrible.
Yeah.
And the fact that Kevin was going through all that in the head, and then dealing with all this was probably like a lot to deal with. That's why I actually talk to Kevin like almost every week. Because I understand those parts, you know.
Yeah.
So this must be like.
Yeah. So like there were quite a few people from like the Big Brother cast who were involved in that. Like, were y'all as a group talking about like how you could handle it? Was anybody telling anybody like to say certain things? Like how were y'all as a group dealing with that? Because y'all aren't all in the same city.
Yeah.
Like you were all around the country. So like what were y'all saying to each other? Like were you and Swaggy talking? Like
So what happened was when it all started happening, Swaggy actually sent me a text and said, "Hey, do you see everything they're saying?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I see it." And then he was upset because he's like, they're, you know, blaming me for this, that, when I was like, you know, I don't believe you did any of this maliciously. So it wasn't my place to tweet and say this, so I wasn't going to do it. But then when the miscommunication where Kevin, they started feuding online, and now my name was getting brought up into it, I actually reached out to a fellow cast member who was on a previous season, and I asked him for advice. I said, "Hey, look, I don't know if you know what's going on social media. This is the events that transpired. This is my involvement in it. Should I stay silent because it's not my place to say, I don't know anything about the logistics, or should I state my involvement?" And he actually gave me the advice like, "Hey, my experience, it's never good to stay silent certain circumstances like this. You want to state, you know, you want to make it clear. You don't want to, you know, because you want to tell whatever. That way, you know, people know your involvement in this." So that's what I did. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think anything was done maliciously, but this is who I am as a person getting brought into it because people thought they're throwing my name, saying, how could Fess do this, that? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't going to throw anybody on the bus, say, oh, point a finger, but I just stated my involvement. And at the end, I said, but I do know a lot of money was put up front and a lot of hard work was put into this as well. So I don't think anything was done maliciously.
Yeah.
So it was a tough situation, especially when nothing was written out in stone and, you know, saying this is the percentage, this, that. And it was a first-time event for a lot of people running it. So, you know, it was just an unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah. So, but you did actually issue an apology.
Yeah.
When you weren't really at the front of the event, you were just brought in, but you actually went forward and said, like, hey, like, I'm sorry that this happened.
Yeah.
It was miscommunication.
Yeah, I think that's the first step in, you know, anything is, you know, admitting you're wrong, not trying to, you know, as soon as somebody asks you a question, not like your defense mechanism is to snap back or do that, you know, if obviously something didn't add up. So, and I apologize, you know, because I showed up, I was a part of it, you know, so I hope, you know, y'all can accept my apology.
I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I mean, I'm not the one who reads comments online and stuff, but I think that people already moved on from this, and we understand that Faysal had really like nothing to do with this, and he would never do anything like that. I don't even think he has like the mental capacity to do that. But okay, it kind of bothers me a little bit because this you and me on the game. One of the reasons I'm a little bit more like active and I like to judge character a lot, and one of the reasons why I couldn't completely be devoted, is that how you say, devoted to you, and like be completely like into you and at the game, even though I liked you and I always enjoyed your company. I really did. There were conversations that all that was real. And it's because from the beginning you just were without this person from the church, all like always like together, and this has nothing to do with race, because I'm so tired of all that. Nothing like that. Like, it has nothing to do at all. This was just me judging character. I'm like, I if I want to work with him, but he's so devoted to, because you guys were like together all the time, and it wasn't really my cup of tea to get involved with you. So after 2 weeks when he left, on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, then we started like getting together more and stuff, and then I realized I couldn't play the game with you because you were more into the emotional part, which I respect, but then I play my game, and we're friends now, and I just want to tell you that your gameplay or whatever you did, like, I respect it, and I'm sorry that all these circumstances happened, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because y'all are close friends after the show, and there, like I said before, there are a lot of close relationships with Big Brother 20. Like, you and Swaggy were friends after the show too, and because I did see the event, and like I saw that like you were sporting the swaggy shirt and you were like sporting his gear that he wears. So I guess like I just like JC's laughing. Like I was
because I have forgotten about that he wearing the swaggy shirts all over.
Yeah.
I think like he wants me to work with him.
It's a good fitting shirt. It was fitted, you know, it showed my arms.
So that's the reason you were wearing the shirt because it made you look amazing and muscular. That makes me feel so much better our friendship.
Wait, why did you wear the shirt?
Well, his shirts were a good fitting shirts. Like it was like putting a target on my back, saying like, you know, wearing a swaggy C shirt, knowing like he's gone. There's no point. But I was like, we're still on TV. And,
Oh my god!
it's like a form-fitting shirt, and like they took away a lot of my clothes before I went on the show, so I was left with like nothing.
You wanted that medium fit.
The shirt did look really good on him, but still, like, bro, like, I don't know.
So
about that.
you wore the shirt because not you were so loyal to Swaggy, but you like that.
No. Well, that's just one of the reasons. I'm not gonna say I wasn't. It was. I felt.
But loyal to what? He was going. He wasn't even
he
like
was gone.
wasn't
But
sure.
what I felt
Loyal
bad
to
was I felt bad because he was such a super fan of the show, and he just played balls to the wall, like off the rip. And he went home, you know, week 2. So I was like, you know what, you know, he brought us a shirt. So like when we went HOH, like I wanted to get him some publicity because he was such a super fan, and I was like, you know what?
This is what's going on here. My name is on the show right here, and we're doing a lot of publicity for these shirt thingies, and I don't like that.
You're the one talking about it.
Well, I'm just answering the questions.
You have the next question on your sheet if you want to bring it up.
Thank you. Wait, do you still talk to him? Do you guys still talk?
Since the show or since the event.
Since the event.
I have not. He hasn't reached out to me, but there's no animosity or anything. It's not like we hate each other or nothing. Yeah, I think it was just, you know.
Wait, y'all haven't talked since the event?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but like there's no animosity or beef or anything. It's just like I think that event kind of, you know, went so sideways. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's just
at the end, the thing is at the end, even though I think I have a very annoying personality, but I think I do. But at the end, you really see true colors and who are your friends and people you can call, even people that I was always talking, making fun of and talking about in the show, like Caitlin, and she's my friend, and we even talk over the phone and everything. Because at the end, we are able to move past the we're able to move past the show, and we're able to, like, I hang out with him, and his fans want to kill me. Literally, they send me the threads, but I'm okay. I don't care because Big Brother 21 is coming up. These people are gonna move to those new house guests, and we're still gonna be friends. So, and he's gonna be in LA now, so we're probably gonna go hiking again.
I think piggybacking off what you said, where you said all the BB20 people seem really close.
Yeah.
I think what our cast did really well, even in the house, was even though I clearly knew I wasn't working with Brett, Tyler, obviously if they're not working with me, they have something of their own going on. But day to day, me and Brett used to talk for hours. Me and Tyler used to clown each other. Everybody,
you
like,
took it in the hot tub?
Everybody from that side, level 6, I was cool with everybody from there. I had no animosity towards anybody. Even Angela, when I said that thing on my eviction speech, that was no hatred towards her. That was just my stupid game move trying to whatever.
That was good TV, guys.
Yeah.
It's real. Welcome to the reality world.
So
that's
I think
how it works.
That's what our cast did so well, as putting game aside from, you know, real life friendships and relationships. Because at the end of the day, we made it on TV. Everybody's competing for $500,000. That's a lot of money. We're on TV. When that's over, it's like, that's over. So like, I still talk to everybody from the cast, everybody I didn't work with, you know? So I think that's what our cast did so well, which others didn't.
Yeah.
I completely agree 100% with you. We were able to just put the Big Brother experience as a side because we weren't even being ourselves there, and we just hang out, we're like super friends, and we laugh, and we have amazing times knowing that we're not being watched right now by millions of people. Yeah, so I completely agree with you on that part. Most of us. Big Brother 20 cast was really good.
Yeah.
With like 2 or 3 exceptions, but yeah.
And it was interesting because like you and Swaggy were pretty close, and then like
No more.
Okay, no more.
Yeah, well,
wanna
no,
move on?
But there was a
question,
second part
question.
to it. There was a second part to it.
Well, I was just wondering, like, because like Bailey and Haley were really close. Like, are you close with Bailey?
Well, I think all that from the that's the same topic.
Like my answer before, when people start showing the true colors and stuff, it's just the better is just stay in people who understand you and your close friends and stuff. Show. And I hope you make it until Big Brother 21 or 22, so you can sit here with us and we're gonna be like, I told you so.
I think it's hard. It's really hard to come off a reality TV show and not go on Twitter and see this, because that's the first thing they tell you when you get off the show. Don't go on Twitter. But what's the first thing you do? You get on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you see all this stuff, and it's bad. So what happens is people go on Twitter and they're seeing all these random people trying to get a rise or get this, and you start to believe it and you start to feed into it and that. And that's one thing, you know, it took me a couple of weeks. At first I started believing. I was like, Haley, do you like what? So I think after it took me a month or whatever, but now I'm completely like, I'll see a tweet and I'm like, I mean, that's completely irrelevant. That has nothing to do with my life now. So 100%. It's like you have to put, when you get in the real world, still whatever, talk about the show, but like all the tweets and this, that, their opinions, that's based on something that happened in a reality TV show, a mind like twisting show that you're now in real life. So move on from that. Don't read into the tweets. None of that matters. Yeah. And I think when people get caught up in the tweets, they start to believe it. And that's where I think these post-show feuds start between cast members, because it's like their fan base versus their fan base. And that's another thing where he said a lot of my fans don't like him or whatever. And when he came into Orlando, I got a lot of messages saying, don't hang out with him, don't hang out with him, all this. But then it's like, I'm going to live my life based on what other people tell me online, like, because they don't like
Strangers.
It's like, it's not even my life anymore. Like, if a couple people don't like it, then I'm going to, every time someone doesn't like something online, I'm not going to do it. Then they're living my life for me. So I think that's what you have to do. Understand, this is your life. Yes, you have fans, interact with them, that. End of the day, it's your decision what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's really amazing the fact that you're able to understand that part, you know, that we are like public figures, so we put it out there for them, but then we're able to have our own private life and our decisions, and we're just trying to keep being like normal people. And now when you're here in LA, you're probably just gonna get a lot of opportunities and be out there more, so you're just learning how to be famous. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. A lot of people need to learn from you.
7 months learning how to be famous crash course.
No, I mean he's learned already.
I should write a book.
Oh God.
Like Casey wrote a book.
Everyone's writing a book at this point because that is so much.
I'll write it. I'll do.
If I only knew how to read.
An audio book.
Yeah.
With subtitles for JC.
So
babes.
do you want to do the Power of Tweeto game?
Yeah, let's do the Power of Tweeto.
Oh my God,
we
were talking about Twitter. We have like a little over 10 minutes left, but this is a game we actually played with Rachel last week, and it's based on how well you know your Big Brother 20 house guests if you're not looking and cheating.
Okay.
Based on some of their previous tweets.
Okay.
So how it's going to work is I have 4 tweets here, and each one of these tweets were tweeted by one of your house guests.
Ooh, I don't
housemates.
go on Twitter that much.
And you have to determine which one goes.
Is it multiple
with us.
choice?
Absolutely not. It's not multiple choice.
It's 16 choices.
It's 16 choices.
13,
so yes,
hopefully
it is
13.
multiple choice.
So it's matching.
Yeah, and you know, I'll say you know that you're not one of them. So technically 15.
Okay, and is there any repeat answers?
No. I'll see. I'll give you that too.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, the Power of Tweeto. Don't look up at the screen either. Number 1, Power of Tweeto. Sorry. This one happened in December of 2018, and this person hasn't tweeted since. All right, Twitter, I'm out for a while. They've taken a hiatus from social media.
All right, Twitter, I'm out for a while.
He was out for a while.
Tyler Crispin.
Exactly. Yes. Tyler
Remember
Crispin.
that.
You got that one. Tyler did take a hiatus from Twitter.
Yeah, he did. Then he came back into it.
Did he come back?
He couldn't wait.
His hot fingers were like on the keyboard.
No,
His crusty, greasy fingers.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Imagine if we used our extra hours in the day to spread kindness, express our gratitude, or simply make someone smile. If you have the energy and free time to complain or comment hateful words when you have the time to channel this energy into something positive that might better our world we live in, we rise by lifting others. Hop on the happy train. You will never regret being kind. Happy Tuesday.
That's a tweet?
Happy Tuesday,
so
world.
It's
from Instagram.
It's between 3. My top 2 is Caitlyn or Rockstar, and I think Haley tweeted something like that, so I'm gonna go with Rockstar.
You are wrong. That is Angela Rummans who said that on her Instagram.
Damn that picture.
Angela, would you have ever guessed Angela was such a beaming light of positivity and love?
Angela. Okay.
I would not have guessed that. Okay, two more
one.
really quick. This one you're definitely gonna know. If you don't know this one, you're canceled. Okay, super pissed that the aliens haven't abducted me yet. Haley for sure. You're right on that one. So you knew even before I said it. Okay.
You know what's funny?
What?
Haley set her notifications to where every time I tweet, she sees it right away.
She turns her notifications on for you?
Yeah, so I'm
That's-
like,
Oh my God,
I'm like
you gotta
in the
be care-
bathroom tweeting. She's like, get in the shower.
You gotta
already."
be careful, boy.
That's the college girlfriend experience.
That's an A&M college experience. Okay, last one. Fun fact, the morning I played Veto, the week I was evicted, they played My Shot from Hamilton Musical. Each morning they wake us up with a series of songs. This was on my HOH music list. Even though I sucked at it, hearing that song really pumped me up.
Who sucked at their HOH week?
And
they
who
didn't play
would-
Hamilton on mine.
Who would
so-
want Hamilton on their HOH musical?
Who's Hamilton?
Oh, Lord.
Who's Hamilton? Oh my everything, dude.
Hamilton the musical.
Okay, Rockstar didn't win HOH.
Can hear.
3 seconds. 1, 2.
Caitlin.
No, it's Rachel.
Hamilton.
Rachel
dude?
didn't have an HOH.
Well, that's what she tweeted.
What?
It's
Rachel.
okay. She normally says that she's a really good Big
Oh,
Brother
no,
player.
because she made an HOH music list. Y'all all
No,
made
he
an
was
HOH.
talking about the HOH music list.
Because didn't you make
okay.
HOH music lists before you even would
Yeah,
want
you
it?
told her
we're
what
having,
album you
Exactly.
would want.
So she
Problems
chose
here?
Hamilton. All right. Well, what do you got? Like 2 right. You got the Haley one and the Tyler one.
50-50.
50-50. About how you did on Big Brother.
I think my thingy unplugged.
Did your mic unplug?
No, it's not. It's working.
It's fine.
It's not working.
Talk.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can hear that.
I can hear you.
It's
Your-
my thingy.
I think
Your
your
headphones are
I think
unplugged.
your
Fine.
hearing's going
JC always worried about if his voice is heard.
Okay.
if there's subtitles.
Is
we can
there?
hear
Is
it.
there? I mean, I'm very sure, so I have to be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah, you have to be
that's
like
my
way up
only.
there.
That's my only way to be tall.
You did pretty. Are you on Twitter a lot? You're on social media a lot.
The thing is, I like Instagram and that. I wasn't on Twitter before, so after I only go on it because now I'm a part of the Big Brother world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I go on Twitter. I'll tweet, see one little scroll for like 10 seconds. I'll get off. I don't go because
It's
the
toxic.
thing I tell about people on Twitter: if you're looking for something, I promise you will find it. So you know what I mean?
I'm
Just-
looking for hate on Twitter, so send it my way.
Yeah, can you tell your fans not to throw that much hate at me, please?
Well,
That's
maybe,
the only-
maybe you should think before you
Please.
speak sometimes as well.
But why? I'm just like here playing my little character.
But
and
here's
being
the
happy.
thing.
Okay, so you're basically endorsing your fans hating me. Is that what you're saying right now?
I'm letting you know. Listen, you live in a
I don't know if
perfect
this is
world
working.
where you want to say whatever you want, blah blah blah, and then no repercussions to you.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so if you are so no filter in this, that comes with it. You have to accept that.
No, but after this is the thing. So when Big
What?
Brother starts, can you hear me?
Yeah.
When Big Brother starts, because I can hear. When Big Brother starts, people pick their
Yeah, true. Yes.
their favorites. So let's say that you do a playing Big Brother, and I already picked you, Charles, as my favorite.
That's their ride or die.
And they're waiting for you to do the minimum thing. Because they already don't like you. So they're just waiting for you. They're sitting on those live feeds just waiting to be like, oh, he did this. That's it. This is my opportunity. Let's attack him. Let's just like kill him. After Big Brother, I mean, yeah, I played their show. I was just there, like super extra, whatever happened there. But after the show, I haven't.
You wanna
really
know something
been-
funny?
No.
When we were on the show, I could have sworn you were gonna be America's favorite because you were funny, short, accent, whatever. Like, I was like,
I was
America's
just
gonna
thinking-
love this dude. Boy, was I wrong. I got off. I got off wrong. He was on TMZ about 8 times. I was like,
Hey, I was
oh.
doing good press.
Yeah,
At least CBS lost me.
JC's like, it's because they didn't like me. They were waiting on the smallest thing. The smallest thing gets them on
Yeah.
TMZ 8 times.
It's okay. I have the
If you
record.
can-
I still feel like if I ever, for some miracle, I made it back on
Some
the show,
miracle.
I'm probably gonna make it in TMZ 20 more times.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
Well, okay, but Big Brother All Stars was season 10. Would you? Well, I mean, you already asked you. Would you do it again? Would you do All Stars?
If I feel like if it's All Stars and they let me know the cast, I will probably
that's-
consider.
they're
Who
not
would
gonna
you
do
pick
that.
as your All Star? Who would you pick? Like 5 people in your All Stars cast. Who would you go with?
I would pick Faysal actually.
So you can have another puppet.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, I miss my puppet, dude. Like, I gotta have my puppets control.
If the puppet knows his strings are being pulled, then he starts pulling back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, he
Will
might.
you pick me?
I
Will
could
you
like
pick
fly
me?
him like a
Faysal,
kite
will
with this thing.
Will you pick me?
We can talk about it after the show.
I've been such a.
Fessy and JC confirmed for Big Brother All Stars too.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, what else we have here? We have Faysal and Haley. Faysal and Haley. That's all your fans want to know.
That's all your fans. Listen, when we were.
So wait, but put it outside before we move from this. So yeah, like haters, we're friends. He's moving to LA. He's gonna work out with me and go hiking. So I wanna say the F off, but I can't really cuss here. Anyways,
I'm the bad guy. I'll say it.
Yeah. Okay, so what's up? What more questions from?
Well, no, I wanted to thank you, Fessy, for coming on to the show, and I want to know where we can find you and what you're working on. You're like big into fitness. You're Fessy Fitness. Where can we do that?
As of right now, well, obviously on Instagram, I'm Fessy Fitness, whatever. But before the show, I actually came out with an app live on the App Store. It's called Fessy Fitness, and it's basically, social media based out of the gym. Any gym you go to, you pin your location and you could track your own foot traffic in the gym. So before you get to the gym, you could see, how many people have checked in, what exercises they're doing, the time elapsed. So it's social media, but it's also a tool. However, after the show, so many people downloaded it that I need to update it. And I've just been so much on the go with these appearances and travel and all these opportunities that, like from Big Brother, once the new season comes around, it kind of, your opportunities, you're still there, but not as heavy. So I've kind of been trying to take advantage of traveling with Haley, enjoying this. And then now that, things are settling down, I might move to LA. I'm going to focus strictly on fitness again, because, I'm a firm believer in like not comparing yourself to anybody when it comes to fitness. Just get out the door, get moving. That's the first step. And a lot of people, social media has done a toll on a lot of people, because a lot of these Instagram models, they'll edit something or the angle, lighting, and people try to compare their body, to get it to look like that when everybody is custom made. So that's what I'm trying to portray, message, like.
So do you still want to be a model or?
Oh, I am a model. Do you see the jawline?
I knew you wanted to do L'Oreal, but I don't know.
L'Oreal?
I think Tresemme or Pantene needs to holler at me, because my hair is crazy.
Oh my God! You said it was messy today. That's why you wore a cap.
It is.
He's still the same. He's checking himself all in front of the mirrors all the time.
That's all this
is. It's the Faysal that we know.
I mean, every mirror I walk in front of, it's the greatest mirror I've ever seen.
How do you feel? We have 1 minute, so really quick. How do you feel about people telling you, the puppet and stuff like that?
I mean, it's funny. I think
I didn't come up with that, right? Well,
yeah. It's okay.
Who came up with it?
Anyways, so the funniest thing, when I first got on Twitter after the show, there was a tweet. It was me mopping the floor, and when I was,
oh my God, the mopping.
When
tweet.
I was mopping, I wasn't even touching the floor, and the tweet was Faysal even mops like an idiot, and I just died laughing, and I retweeted it, got so many retweets. And I think the thing you have to do when you're on TV and that is you got to be able to laugh at yourself, because at the end of the day,
100%.
It's TV, it's for entertainment, it's this, this was done, but at the end of the day, you're alive, breathing, we're laughing, so
exactly
all that is all jokes. So
all right, Charles, where we can find you online, really quick.
Oh my gosh, I'm Charles Connolly. You can find me at Charles Connolly everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Although I don't get on Facebook. Charles Connolly.
What about you? Your handles?
Fessy Fitness boy.
And I'm JC Mounduix. You guys know all the same name all over Twitter and Instagram. And next week we're gonna have Tyler, so we're gonna be able to talk about all this crispiness.
He's gonna clap back
Tyler
at you
is gonna come here, and he's only coming for you.
He's gonna go in on you.
I took it easy on Tyler. Come on now.
Come on, Tyler. No, you have to kill him. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And we had an amazing time here with Charles, my puppet. We're gonna go to the beach probably tomorrow. So thank you so much. This is Big Brother Small World.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.